Taylor fangirls over Calvin Harris and gives us a tour of her house.
Kylie posts one of the most epic meta selfies ever.
And Kim and Kanye have to make an emergency landing.
Uh-oh, all that and more on today's rundown. Hey guys, welcome back to DHR. Erin Robinson is back in the house.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, we have a lot going on today.
And I'm gonna kick this show off because I've been gone and I've missed this so much with some Kylie Jenner news. Well, Kylie Jenner knows a thing or two about paparazzi photos and some photos that maybe aren't your best moments in time captured on film and posted on the internet forever. But instead of fighting against these ugly photos of herself, Kylie is now embracing it, which I think is so cool. So not too long after wishing her big sister Kourtney a happy birthday and sharing a latergram snap from Coachella, Kylie posted the most meta photo of all time on Insta right here. She uploaded this captionless mirror selfie of her sporting this yellow t-shirt with kind of a close-up, sort of unflattering photo of her face on it. Now you guys may know that this photo was the brunt of all memes in 2015, and Kylie is obviously having the best last laugh, guys, because after sharing this photo of herself, people want it. People want to own this shirt, which I don't blame them. It's really awesome. So I think it's pretty safe to say that Kylie really is not bothered by the fact that people make fun of her. Actually, a couple of weeks before she made this statement, she opened up to Adweek about being, quote, so numb to all of the haters that it doesn't really affect her anymore. And I think this is the best way to get the message out to people who hate on people, is saying, hey, I have flaws, I have bad moments, I have weird moments where my eyes are halfway closed and it's ugly. I don't care, I'm still beautiful on the inside, and I'm actually gonna make money off of that.
She knows how to make money off of anything, but I actually like this one. Kim and Kanye prioritize the important things in life, right?
Right, always.
Yeah, like an emergency helicopter landing that was completely Snapchatted. Kim and Kanye, as well as Kourtney and their friend Jonathan Cheban, went to Coachella, i.e. Iceland, to celebrate Kourtney's birthday, and the crew decided to take a scenic helicopter tour, and unfortunately, and really scarily, had to make an emergency landing. Don't worry, everyone's fine, and also, the whole thing was chronicled on Snapchat because priorities, duh. So here's the beginning of the scenic helicopter ride turned scary. And then Kourtney tells everyone to stay calm, and Kim snapped the pilot, resolving the issue.
Found the problem.
Oh, amazing.
Woohoo! A seatbelt was hanging out that was making a rattling noise.
Oh, my heart is back.
And then all was back to normal with like selfies and stuff.
Well, I almost took a helicopter ride in Maui because I went there to cover the Angry Birds junket this past weekend, but I thought twice about it because I'm a little bit scared of helicopters.
Me too.
Because they're not the smoothest ride, and a lot of helicopter accidents happen every year, so apparently this all happened because there was a seatbelt caught in the door and it was making noise outside of the helicopter.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that this is pretty terrifying, but if I were on a helicopter that had to make an emergency landing, the last thing I'd be doing is Snapchatting. I'd be praying to God that it either turned out okay and I'd land safely, or if something happened that I'd be up in heaven.
How do they have service up there? Do they have like a satellite Snapchat phone? It's crazy.
Speaking of Coachella, or Coachella actually, Taylor Swift hit Coachella this past weekend. Of course, tons of other celebrities did too. But she was there. This is her first time going to Coachella, and she looked like she was in heaven, having the time of her life. Kind of looked like Joan Jett with the bleach blonde hair, total rock star status. But she proved that she may be a rock star, but she's just like one of us, because she was spotted in the crowd at Calvin Harris's concert, and she actually posted a photo of herself posing like that, but a little different. But in her photo, she has love in her eyes. Danielle, I'm sorry, you just didn't have the love for Calvin Harris showing
I know,
up.
I don't. I'm sorry.
I think only Taylor Swift can have eyes for Calvin Harris that look like this. So she captioned this, watching Calvin Harris, like heart eye emoji, and definitely the heart eye emoji embodied in person.
Mm-hmm.
But today, Vogue just released a new video. You know, their 73 question series that they do with celebrities while celebrities take them on tours of their houses. Well, Taylor Swift finally got her chance to show us what it's like to be inside of Taylor Swift's house, and she answered 73 questions, and there were a lot of questions that I knew the answers to, but some questions did surprise me, and I'm a huge Swiftie, so that's surprising. So when this was actually filmed, Taylor was prepping for this year's Grammys, and she revealed that those little golden record players are her biggest accomplishments.
What's one accomplishment you're most proud of?
My Grammys.
What's something you've always wanted to try, but you've been too scared to do?
Oh, Coachella.
What's your spirit animal?
A dolphin, because they're very social. They travel in groups.
So Vogue was then taken on a tour through Taylor's music room, through her kitchen, which was so many goals for me, her backyard, it was a little cold out, so she had to put on a coat, and of course her living room, which to no one's surprise was filled with cat stuff.
So this is a really great room you have.
Thank
and you have a lot of cats.
Yeah.
How many cats are in this room?
Probably more than 10, and I don't know if you're counting the one that's alive down there.
What? There's a cat there.
So this video is about 9 minutes long, but we also learned a couple of other things that I wanted to point out. First of all, she's a massive Scrabble fan who keeps one of her VMAs in her kitchen right next to her coffee machine, which was hilarious. She says she always has to have hummus in her fridge, which I do too. It's like one of my favorite snacks of all time. And some other big reveals included that her favorite TV show is Friends, that if she could have any superpower, not surprisingly, it would be to heal people. And if she wasn't singing, that she thinks she'd go into advertising, writing slogans, because she imagines that it's very similar to writing music. She also has double jointed elbows, which looked so creepy, but really a fun fact. Her favorite fashion trend is high-waisted everything, not surprising, hiding that belly button. And she dreams of raiding Blake Lively's closet, so she better get in line behind Danielle and I. And her advice to anyone who dreams of becoming a singer is to get a good attorney. There's so much really cool stuff. She also said the bravest thing she ever did was write that letter to Apple. And then that she also, one of her biggest goals in life is to get an honorary degree, because Ed Sheeran has an honorary degree and he apparently holds it over her. So something tells me if Taylor Swift wants an honorary degree, someone will give her one somewhere.
I know, she was like putting that out into the universe on purpose.
Yeah, I know. When you're a celebrity, you get whatever you want. It's not fair.
Speaking of getting things, one of the fun facts from that video that I loved is the best gift she was ever given was from Calvin Harris, and it was an olive tree that he planted during Christmas time.
Oh, you know what? I did see that.
Isn't that sweet?
What was this? Do you know what the significance behind that is?
No, but if they break up, she's for sure gonna write a song like, cutting down my olive. I'm not gonna sing it, but you know that's gonna be a lyric.
So you guys, to hear her answer more of these hard-hitting questions and more, you can watch the full interview on Vogue's YouTube channel.
Iggy Iggs is addressing the Nick Young cheating scandal once and for all on Twitter to set the record straight. Iggy's currently promoting her single Team, and interviewers keep asking her about the current state of her relationship, so the rapper hopped onto Twitter to set the record straight because, well, she's always outspoken. She said, quote, "For the record, I haven't broken up with Nick, we are together, and I would love to be given a lot of privacy on the matter. I always answer questions honestly, but my job is to promote my music, not my relationship. I'd love to be interviewed about the former only." So she's made it perfectly clear that she's still with Nick, but she's also making it clear that she's just not okay with the cheating. She told Tampa Bay's Wild 94.1 radio show, "One more video, just one more thing, and you will lose a quarter of your meat." She also explained in another interview with The Bird Show, quote, "I'm out here on this promo tour and I'm kind of just crazy busy now. It's just something we'll have to figure out later. When I actually come home and have time to talk about it, I don't think it's something you can really figure out when you're halfway across the country just crazy busy." Okay, I like that she mentioned that she's not okay with it, because before she was just saying, "I'm with him, that's it."
Yeah.
And I was like, really? You're
Yeah.
not gonna stand up for yourself at all?
Yeah, I do agree with her though. Everyone keeps asking her about this, and I get it. As reporters and journalists, like, we're incentivized to ask celebrities about their personal life because people care. But haven't all these people watched the multiple interviews and watched her Twitter? She's discussed this several times now. She's tweeted about it straight from the horse's mouth several times now. I don't blame her for not wanting to talk about it anymore. At some point, you're like, listen, I already answered that question 5 other times on all of these other shows.
Yeah.
Check out my Twitter, follow me if you want, and leave me alone. Can I please talk about my music? So I don't blame her.
Maybe she should hire you as her PR person. You seem heated about it.
No, it's very dangerous. You do not want to give me any credentials to your social media. But I like that, like you, I like that she's saying it's not okay, because I think that sends a wrong message to people, because I certainly don't want the message to be to people, hey, it's okay if someone cheats on you. I do think that people can work through cheating. Like, I'm not saying if someone cheats on you, it should be over. I think you can work through that, but I'm just glad that it's not being glorified as something else. But leave her alone. Let her do her music.
All right, guys, before we leave you, we have some hard-hitting questions. Always. Like, if you were crash landing, God forbid, what would be the last thing you would do? Would you Snapchat like Kim and Kanye?
I don't know I honestly don't know what I would do.
You're like genuinely cracked up about this.
I think it's hilarious.
I know.
Like, can you imagine your last moment on Earth checking out your replay on your Snapchat? That would be such a terrible legacy to leave behind. They'd play that like on repeat
loop
at your funeral, like your last moment. It's very
Yikes.
dark, very dark. Okay, something that isn't dark are some of the answers that Taylor answered in her 73 questions interview with Vogue. Which little tidbit was your favorite? Did you find out anything new that you didn't know already?
That is a good one. There's a lot there.
A lot to chat about, guys. So don't hold back. Get your fingers warmed up, get them ready, stretch them out, and just start typing away in the comment section. And also, you can just type away on Instagram and Twitter too. I'm at Hey Erin Robinson. This girl's at Danielle Robay. We post a lot over there and chat too. So follow us in our journey through this Hollywood weirdness, guys. And thanks for watching the show. And we'll be back here tomorrow.
See ya.
We have an entire Coachella recap in that box on the left, and on the right, Liam denies his engagement with Miley Cyrus. But what is up with that?